So I talked about Stranger Things season one for a long time, about like 20 minutes, probably about like 15 minutes of good stuff. Really got my thoughts out there, and then I checked the file and it didn't work. So here we are again. Hopefully, this isn't that long. I'm trying to make this like 5 minutes, but I watched Stranger Things season one, rewatched it for the first time since a decade ago when it came out because new season's coming out. So let me recap it. Season one is one of the best seasons of television I've ever seen. And this rewatch was such a reminder of that. I felt that way when I watched it the first time. However, I only watched it once, never again. So I didn't want to like put it up into that, you know, like high ranking, but this is a 10 out of 10 season. You can argue with the wall because this is my video, not yours. But I think the acting unreal, the theme unreal, the suspense unreal, the comedy, the action, the superhero aspect, the just the unknown of it all while still being so invested and wanting to know what comes next. It was just an incredible season. And not to mention, if they can tie in what happened in season one, that they like kind of had this vision since the beginning, this season can only get better, and it's already a 10 out of 10. But yeah, like everything from the music to the homage, and I mean the acting is incredible. You forget, a decade later, Millie Bobby Brown, Noah Schnapp, Finn Wolfhard, like all these people in the spotlight. Steve Harrington's character or actor, now a musician. It's like you forget what made them famous, and this masterpiece that they put on. And yeah, I mean, first off, you got to give a shout out to Winona Ryder. What she did in season one should go down as one of the best acting performances. Like that was unreal the way she acted. I mean, she literally had like a ball of lights, like Christmas lights, as her like co-star, like on-screen star, like with her. It was insane. Hopper, incredible work. 11, Nancy, both them cooked. Will, honestly, for what he was in, did really good. I definitely think this was Mike's and Finn Wolfhard's best season. Steve Harrington, like he is the goat. Like he's my favorite. Not a shocker. He's a lot of people's favorites. But I mean, Steve in this season, honestly, I feel bad. Like obviously he was a jerk, and the way like you can't be letting like him like people talk about your girl, like that on the movie theater, like putting slut and stuff. But like dude, what Nancy was doing, Nancy was going behind his back, hanging out with Jonathan. What else is he supposed to think? What else is Steve supposed to think? This kid literally was taking pictures of them hanging out. Like, I don't understand. Steve, honestly, I felt like he was I understand Steve. Let's just say that. Still, I mean, Jonathan's acting in this is so good. It's just such a well done, well performed season. I mean, there's nothing really much more to it. I mean, as for the storyline itself, we are told about a brand new type of superhero story, a unique way of telling this one. The unknown of where Will is going, but like kind of needing more of the Demogorgon, and like it kind of just popping up, these gates just opening up. Barb, not the saddest death, not gonna lie. She just disappears, and like we're like, where'd she go? And then it's like you see the upside down, and it's just like masterpiece. Okay, I'll stop glazing it that much. Now, if this ended after season one, I'd love the season. But the fact that it does lay a groundwork for upcoming season. We kind of have just a Demogorgon. But we see Will spit that up at the end. We see that he's still kind of connected to the Upside Down. We don't know anything about Eleven's past, really. Like to be so invested in 11, and we don't really know anything about her past. We open up the door to everything, in the next season as well. With that in regard, is Nancy gonna stay with Steve? That was like that. The way we ended off season one, kind of don't really know, because she kisses Jonathan, and you're like, there's something there. And yeah, it's like, why did this even happen? What is the Upside Down? Kind of those types of questions are still left unanswered. So, I mean, season one really opens the door for a lot of things, but it also, like, the way they start playing with Dungeons and Dragons, it's just like, this is just such a unique way of telling a story, and you really can forget that over a decade's time when you have all these other seasons. And season four is so monumental. You have Russian involvement, they're hijacking a plane and stuff like that. It's like season one, you remember, they're so grounded. The chase at the end, between Hawkins and them on the bikes. It's like you have 11, throwing some vans and stuff, but for the most part they're just going in and out of buildings, and it's just so well done with their budget, and I absolutely loved it. But yeah, so about to watch season 2. Just kidding. When I went to go film season 2 recap, I saw that I didn't have the season 1 recap, so I'm about to film the season 2 recap right now. But I'm going to change my shirt so it doesn't look like, it was the same time. Big brain thinking here.